our mentor, our inspiration, in some ways our founder, Mr. H.L. Mencken.
Citizens of the Republic of Letters, good afternoon. For this feast of readings, I have been asked to prepare an appetizer. But what kind of appetizer? Something acerbic, do you think? After all, my prim and proper opponents to the right have sniffed that I am controversial, while the hysterics to the left snort that I am divisive. Well, my own customers are pleased to refer to me as being irreverent, a, quote, disturber of the peace. What can I say to all this? I have to allow that I do enjoy stirring up the barnyard animals, as it were, and I do relish being denounced. The reason is that I am usually found on the wrong side of public issues, defending the guilty as well as the innocent, the foolish as well as the prophetic, the unlovely as well as the worthy. I do this whenever it is that these are beset by professional persecutors, by bullies, such as government agents, moral uplifters, super patriots, true believers, and the lawless mob. I champion free thinking and free speech in an America which claims to admire them and which gives them lip service, but which I suspect in reality fears and frowns on them both. Well, nevertheless, today acerbic is not on tap. I will read to you a passage that is brief and light on the gentle pleasure of dozing off. For those of you who insist on citations from Scripture, the following comes from my worthy book, In Defense of Women, the revised edition of 1922, pages 207 to 209. In Chipit, thus we begin. It is the close of a busy and vexatious day, say 5:30 or 6 o'clock of a winter afternoon. I have had a martini or two and am stretched out on a divan in front of a fire, smoking a cigar. At the edge of the divan, close enough for me to reach her with my hands, sits a woman not too young, but still good looking and well dressed. Above all, a woman with a soft, low-pitched, agreeable voice. As I snooze, she talks of anything, everything, all the things that women talk of: books, music, attire, men, and certainly other women. No politics, no business, no theology, no metaphysics, nothing challenging and vexatious. But remember, she is intelligent. What she says is clearly expressed and often picturesquely. I observe the fine sheen of her hair, the pretty cut of her frock, the glint of her white teeth, the arch of her eyebrow, the graceful curve of her arm. I listen to the exquisite murmur of her voice. Gradually, I fall asleep, but only for an instant. At once, observing it, she raises her voice ever so little, and I am again awake, and to sleep again, slowly and charmingly down that slippery hill of dreams, and then awake again, and then asleep again, and so on. I ask you seriously, could anything be more unutterably beautiful? The sensation of falling asleep is, to me, the most delightful in the world. Well, here is sleep poetized and made doubly sweet. Here is sleep set to the finest music in the world. I match this situation against any of which you can think. It is not only enchanting, it is also, in a very true sense, ennobling. In the end, when the lady grows miffed and throws me out, I return to my sorrows, but somehow I am purged and glorified. I am a better man in my own sight at least. I have grazed upon the fields of asphodel. I have been genuinely, completely, and unregrettably happy. So, I now leave you to heartier fare than this. As my ancestors would say, guten Appetit.